Welcome back to the Ride Radar, and today, we're looking at something that doesn't just ride, it defies physics. This is the 2026 Kawasaki Ninja H2 ABS, a street-legal supercharged monster that delivers jet engine power on two wheels. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this machine costs over $32,000 and why it's worth every single cent. At first glance, the H2 looks less like a motorcycle and more like a stealth fighter. Every vent, curve, and line on this body has a purpose. Aerodynamics designed not just for looks but for stability at insane speeds. The mirror stalks act like wings, generating downforce. The chin spoiler on the upper fairing slices through the air like a blade, and Kawasaki's self-healing paint, it actually repairs minor scratches on its own, a feature you'd expect on a hypercar, not a superbike. The frame is a handcrafted trellis of high-tensile steel engineered for precise flex and strength. The single-sided swing arm doesn't just look gorgeous, it keeps the rear profile clean while making wheel swaps faster. And the carbon edition, it takes things even further with a carbon fiber upper cowl that looks absolutely brutal under direct sunlight. Now, when you climb on, you realize this isn't a bike for beginners. The seat height around 32.5 inches and a slightly aggressive riding posture immediately remind you that this is a serious machine. Yet Kawasaki somehow makes it surprisingly comfortable for what it is. The suspension is fully adjustable, a 43mm KYB AOS2 front fork and an Öhlins TTX36 rear shock, both tuned to keep the H2 stable whether you're recarving corners or launching down a straight at 180 miles an hour. The tech package here is a masterpiece. You get a full 6-axis IMU feeding data to Kawasaki's traction control, cornering ABS launch control, and even engine brake management. The TFT color display syncs with your phone through Kawasaki's Rideology app, letting you track ride stats, lean angles, and even notifications on the go. And then there are the Brembo Stylema brakes, dual 330mm discs up front that give you stopping power strong enough to bring this rocket ship to a halt in seconds, without drama. Now, let's talk power, because this is where the legend of the H2 begins. Under the tank sits a 998cc supercharged inline-4 engine producing roughly 240 horsepower and 104.9 pounds-ft of torque. That's right, a factory motorcycle pushing supercar-level horsepower. The moment you twist the throttle, you can feel the supercharger spool up, delivering instant, relentless acceleration. The transmission is a 6-speed dogring setup taken straight from Kawasaki's racing division, and it shifts through gears like slicing through air. Add the quickshifter and it feels seamless, like the bike is reading your mind. Despite all that power, the handling is shockingly refined. The trellis frame, the geometry, the aerodynamics all work together to make the H2 feel balanced, even when it's pulling like a jet on takeoff. Cornering feels planted, braking feels razor-sharp, and the traction control lets you push harder than you ever thought possible. It's not just fast, it's intelligent speed. And then, the price, $32,700 for the standard H2 ABS and around $36,200 for the carbon edition. Yes, it's expensive. But this isn't a motorcycle you buy for commuting or comfort. You buy it because you want to own one of the most powerful street-legal motorcycles ever built. A bike that turns heads, demands respect, and rewards the brave. So that's the 2026 Kawasaki Ninja H2 ABS, a machine that redefines performance, technology, and design. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe to the Ride Radar, and tell us in the comments, would you dare to unleash this supercharged beast? Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep your radar locked on the road ahead.